Hurricane season is a harsh reality faced by many Floridians and other coastal states every year. This season of uncertainty comes with many complications, such as how, where, and when one can safely evacuate. While this has been a yearly struggle, just like everything else COVID has thrown a wrench in the gears. In the event of a hurricane, many people would find their zoned hurricane shelter. But with the current health and safety concerns, this raises a question of how safe is it to go to a hurricane shelter during a pandemic? During hurricanes, the shelters become packed with residents, but with social distancing issues, this could create a danger of spreading COVID. This is even causing officials to call into question if it's safer to hunker down from home or in the shelters, especially for the elderly and the high-risk population. According to an NPR professor at New York University's College of Global Public Health, the risks are very high as it would be hard to create a safe evacuation plan with all the social distancing precautions, especially with as little time as people have during an event such as a hurricane. Craig Fergate, former administrator of the Federal Emergency Management Agency during the Obama administration, says the last thing he wants is people staying home in such a crisis. The idea that they are at a higher risk of evacuating could cause people to stay home in even riskier and potentially life-threatening positions. According to Fugate, even the high risk and elderly population should consider evacuating, as these storms can be devastating. Another theory behind why many people may choose to hunker down from home are the growing unemployment rates. Many people affected by the current job market may opt out of traveling to see family in a safer area or getting to a hotel until the storm passes. Due to this fact, Florida is already preparing for more evacuees, as so many will not be traveling this season. This has, however, proven quite difficult with our already stretched state budget. But with the storms we have already seen this year and the devastation faced by places such as Alabama, evacuating in such an event is still advised. This does to an extent become a personal choice. The most important thing to make sure of is the warnings that do exist. Those being warning and watch, which in my opinion is far too similar and really confusing to call them that. So I'll tell you what they mean. Watch is for when there's a possibility of a hurricane affecting your area, so you should prepare to evacuate. Warning is when hurricane conditions are expected in that area, so you should evacuate. Which, if you think about it, it's the same wording, but just saying, oh, you should leave, oh, you should prepare to leave. If there's a hurricane watch, then pack your bags and make preparations to leave. If there's a warning, then get out of there. In St. Pete, we've been lucky enough to not have been hit by a hurricane head on in many years, but that has also numbed us to the warnings, so just make sure you listen to them.